Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about the possibility of Joan Mir leaving Honda and going to Trackhouse Racing. Now, let's be fair and let's be very, very honest. Joan Mir has had an absolute pig of a time in Honda. You know, last season was absolutely a crash fest. Terrible, terrible season for Joan Mir. And this year, well, look, the results are not really coming. The bike is a disaster again. And, you know, definitely can see why Mir would be looking for an exit to get off that Honda RCV 213V. And the latest rumor is that Mir will actually end up in Trackhouse Racing. Now, when I kind of thought about it first, I was like, nah, that won't happen. You know, you think they would probably stick with Raul and Miguel Oliveira. Now, both riders, let's be fair, haven't really produced the best form. But again, there's not a lot out there that maybe would challenge them. Maybe Raul hasn't performed well, but in his recent form, it's been okay. Miguel is hot and cold as well, so maybe it is time to change them up. I don't know, but when looking at Joan Mir, I was like, you know, that's a bit of a come down if you want it. And then there was one thing then when I thought about it, and I was like, that is Davide Brivio. You know, he worked with Mir in Suzuki. They have a very close and tight relationship. I'm sure it hurts Davide to see Mir in the position that he is in, and you know, he would definitely be on the top of the list for Davide to sign. He knows what Mir can do. He's worked with him. They've had success together, so it is not outside the realms of possibility that Mir could in fact go to Trackhouse Racing. Who would they release? This is a very difficult one. I don't think Miguel Oliveira has what it takes to get to the factory team, nor do I think Raul Fernandez is there yet. I'm still really baffled by himself and Augusto Fernandez. They've seemed to flop quite a lot. Augusto did have a good season last season, but this season it's not been good. For Raul, it's been okay. You can use the fact that he's on the 23 bike as a get out of jail card, but it's not really. You know, they know the data from that bike. Okay, it has the 24 engine, but they can still have a lot of reference data to set up on that. So he should be performing pretty close. He is beating Miguel, you know, consistently in races. Okay, for little points, but you know, first rule of racing is to beat your teammates. So I'm not sure which one of them will go. And I'm not sure which one of them would be there for the factory team. Now, there could be 2 seats available in the factory team. We do need to remember this. Honda are courting Maverick Vinales. Now, that was probably before his one main race and his sprint race wins. Do you know what I mean? So it is going to be interesting to see what happens there, but I would say it is pretty or highly likely that Mir could end up in Trackhouse Racing with Davide Brivio. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. Where do you think Joan Mir is going to end up? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.